It's time!
Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of Vlogmas. So I just want to come on here and show you guys how I made this really cute bouquet of flowers, well, roses out of fake roses. So for this project I went to Joanne's Fabric and Dollar Tree to complete this. So I'll pretty much have everything like detailed wise in the description box as far as like pricing and stuff. If I can find links, I'll definitely leave them below. But yeah, so from Joann's, I did purchase these white roses that you see. It came in like a bouquet. So I purchased one of those, and then I also purchased two of the bouquets in red, which you guys will see here shortly. And then I did from last year, from Valentine's Day last year, I did have some red roses that I got from Dollar Tree, back when Dollar Tree was actually $1. So yeah, I just was like, yeah, I really wanted to, spice up my pictures a little bit and make this really cute bouquet. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to be explaining to you guys how I made everything, and how I got everything to look like the finished product that you guys saw. So in the first clip with the white roses, I was taking a wire cutter and just kind of cutting the roses so that they wouldn't be stuck together, because I do have way more white roses than I do red. And I just kind of wanted the white roses to kind of be a little bit more sporadic instead of just being in one spot. So I also did take the fake leaves off of the roses just because, I don't know, I didn't really want them on there. And now you see me using my wire cutter. I don't know what these flowers are called, but I know that they're always in bouquets with roses. I also got these from Dollar Tree, so I'm just taking my wire cutter and cutting those off as well. And so now what I'm doing is just kind of getting everything in place, figuring out where I want, my flowers or my roses to be as far as placement, just perfecting everything, basically getting my bouquet together. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. So now that I have my roses in place, I did go back in and stick the little white floral flowers into my rose bouquet, just pretty much sporadic. I didn't want them to be too close together, but too far, just placing them where I thought they would look nice. So once that is complete, I did take some Scotch tape, and I did get this from Dollar Tree. I would recommend for this part to maybe get like packing tape, just because it's wider and I feel like it is a little bit more durable. The Scotch tape did hold well, like there's really nothing wrong with it, but packing tape is definitely wider and it would have made it a lot easier just to kind of wrap everything up. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing here, just wrapping everything up, making sure that my flowers are in place. Make sure when you are wrapping the tape that you are doing so pretty forcefully. You want to make sure that it's tight. We don't want any of the roses to fall out of the bouquet. And yeah, we just want to make sure everything is nice and secure. Now, next I'm going to be getting my tissue paper. I did get this paper from Dollar Tree as well. I really kind of wished I had black tissue paper, but they only had white, so I just went with what I could get. Now, I didn't know anything about wrapping a bouquet, so what I'm doing right now is incorrect. You'll see me kind of like trial and error trying to wrap it around, and it just was not giving. So I did end up going on TikTok and just looking up how to properly wrap a bouquet, and I will explain that to you all shortly. So once I went on TikTok, I was able to learn just how to do it properly. So I would recommend for this step, each little, I don't even know what to call them, but each little part that I wrapped around, I recommend using about 2 to 3 sheets just so it's not too thick, but it's not thin. So basically what you're going to do, and hopefully I can explain this correctly, is take the edge of the tissue paper and fold it over. You don't want the edges to match. You want them to kind of like overlap each other. And then once I did that, I flipped the other side over to mimic that side. Hopefully it makes sense. I didn't speed this part up because I wanted you guys to kind of see clearly what I was doing. So I'm going to do it a couple more times, but you're going to take the edge of the tissue paper and fold it to the opposite side, but not with the edge. Like, you don't want points to match, okay? Then you're going to flip it again, and then just do it a couple times until you feel like you have enough. I did start wrapping around my bouquet and then realized I needed a couple more, which is cool. And I only used 1 pack of the tissue paper, so you'll only need 1 pack. It will last. Like, you'll be able to use everything. So now that I'm wrapping around, I'm just placing my bouquet on it and kind of just getting a feel for how I want my flowers to stick out, how I want the wrapping paper to lay. And then once I kind of got it in a good spot, I did just go in with that Scotch tape just to hold everything in place. Now, what I didn't do correctly here when I wrapped it the first time, I didn't make this wrap tight enough. When you're doing this, you really want to make sure that it's nice and tight. It just makes it look better overall. So make sure you're pulling it tight, not too tight because we don't want to rip the wrapping paper, but tight enough that the paper's not crinkly, there's no extra space, stuff like that. So I'm just wrapping it around, and here's when I started to do it a lot tighter, more efficient. Just take your time. Like, this didn't take me too long, probably took me about 20 minutes to make, but just take your time. You want it to come out, nice and neat, so take your time.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
So I'm gearing towards the end, and what I didn't show you guys was I did wrap the bottom of the bouquet. I didn't like the fact that the stems were sticking out. I felt that it kind of just showed that it was fake. So I did just take a little bit of tissue paper and just wrap it around. No specific fashion, just wrapped it so that it looked nice. And this is the final product of the bouquet. Ignore all like the dust and stuff that comes on the flowers. They're fake. I did end up kind of scraping some of that off. But this is what it looked like. I'm so in love with it. It is extremely pretty. And yeah, for like 20 bucks, you can't beat it. And it'll last forever because they're fake. So I wanted to show you guys just a little bit of the process of me taking pictures. So always when you're taking pictures, make sure you have good lighting and a good background. Nothing too busy. You really want it to match really what you have on. And this clicker that I have is from Amazon. It did come with my tripod. If I can find the link, I will definitely link it below. But if not, you guys, you definitely can get these clickers from Amazon. They're super cheap. So basically what I'm doing is just taking my pictures, and it's really trial and error for me. As you can see, I'm taking pictures, going to look at them, taking pictures, going to look at them. So that's really what I do, just making sure my pictures are cute, take my time with taking my photos, and yeah. So I will show you guys the end result of my pictures at the end of this, but make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. That'll be in the description box. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Vlogmas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. Subscribe to your girl's channel, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.